Brought to you by JMR Rentals, professional digital cinema and broadcast equipment rentals in Brooklyn, New York. JMRNY.com. Hello and welcome to No Rest for the Weekend. I'm Jason Godbey, and today on the program, we're taking you to the 15th annual Bushwick Film Festival. Opening night of the festival was held at Lot 45 in Brooklyn, New York, and our own Kayla Vera was there on the red carpet.
Joining me now is Giovanna LaBeta and her experimental dance film, When We Arrive as Flowers. I love that name, by the way. So you are the co-director, the star, and the choreographer of the film.
Correct.
How does it feel to be here today at Bushwick?
It feels great. I've been in New York for over 10 years at this point, been up and down Bushwick for a while. So it feels good to be here celebrating a film that started out as just a little seed, and now we're 15 plus festivals in. So
Wow, amazing. What other festivals?
We've been where we were just at SCAD, we were upstate in Woodstock, we were in Indie Film Fest, we did Women's Film Fest, Women
Love that
Filmmakers, a bunch, just too many to list at this point.
Amazing, amazing. So talk a little bit about the film. What's the central message?
As the title connotes, it's really about my story and arriving as the flower you see before you, and really encouraging everyone, whether it's a journey through gender, a journey through simple self-expression or art, just planting your seeds, trusting the process, and blossoming no matter what.
And dancing through it.
Absolutely.
I love that. Before I let you go, where we can find more info about the film and about you online?
You can find me online and more info about the film when we'll be screening at festivals at La Diovanna, LADIOVANNA, on Instagram and all other platforms, and my co-director, Susan O'Brien, who's not here with me tonight, but you can find her at Red Beret Productions.
Giovanna LaBeta, When We Arrive as Flowers. Giovanna, you look beautiful, and good luck tonight. Thank you. Joining me now is Mark Clower and his TV series, The Edge. Mark, how does it feel to be here today?
It feels really fantastic. I've been in LA the last 2 years and came back just to meet people again in New York City. And just the vibe here is extraordinary. The weather is gorgeous. We had the most amazing Halloween weekend. I'm still recovering. And
What did you dress up as?
one day was Albert Einstein. Another day was the Rat King. So not typical New York, but actually kind of typical New York. Yeah.
So talk a little bit about your series. What's the central message? What was the inspiration?
The Edge is based on the 90s rave culture in New York City, the nightclub scene when it was still wild, before social media, when you have a real underground that could exist for 4 or 5 years before anyone would discover it, and how this area, Williamsburg, became the cultural hub of the city, if not the world. And I'm inspired because I lived through those times. I think it's so important that we do not forget our history of the nightlife and the history of the avant-garde and the history of the city before, like, say, the 2000s. And the message of the film is basically we need creativity. And also, it's based on 5 actors, five characters who epitomize different aspects of the nightlife world and show what it takes to be an artist when you're young, when you're broke, when you're hungry, and you really want to make something happen in a big way, and you just butt your head against the wall and you never give up. So all of this happens because of our history. And I'm here at the Bushwick Film Festival because what says Brooklyn more than Bushwick? And this festival has this anarchy and it's still got an edge to it, the Edge. And I love it. And I'm here being interviewed with some wonderful people.
Amazing. Well, good luck tonight. Mark Clower and his TV series, The Edge. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Here with Cameron Mitchell and his documentary short, Elsa. Cameron, how does it feel to be here today at Bushwick Film Festival?
Well, first of all, Kayla, thank you for having me. It feels great. This is our New York premiere. We've been all over the place, and I was like, when are we going to get our New York premiere? And finally, we heard back from Bushwick, and we were just, this is my first time ever being at Bushwick Film Festival.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so the festival, the poster, all the design, the red carpet here, it's all super impressive.
Awesome. So I'd love to know more about your film. Talk about it.
Yeah, so Elsa is about a deafblind fencer and author who's written for Marvel, Assassin's Creed. Her full name is Elsa Hunison, and she has a memoir called Being Seen, One Deafblind Woman's Fight to End Ableism. This is a really unique piece. It's something that I'm really proud to have PBS American Masters behind. When I approached them and they greenlit it, I was just so thrilled because we don't get to tell these stories and they need to be told more. So right now I can say this is something that I know for a fact that you've never seen before. She's deafblind, she's fences, she's an author, she's drawn for Women of Marvel #1, and her life story is what's told in the documentary, and it profiles her growing up with her queer father, who is also, he dresses in drag, and he's an advocate, and he sees an alliance or a similarity between him and her as a disabled person, and so he teaches her basically how to be an advocate. So the film is kind of it gets us to look at ourselves and think about our identities and our bodies, because Elsa, she's Jewish, she's queer, she's deafblind, she's all of these things, but also she's her. She is Elsa Hunison.
Before I let you go, where can we find the information about you and the project online?
So my Instagram is @CameronS.Mitchell. I post a lot of the film's successes and exploits there. You can also Google Elsa PBS, and you'll find the PBS American Masters page and the information about this film.
Here with the beautiful Jamie Berger and her feature film, The Smell of Money. I can smell it already. Jamie, how does it feel to be here today?
I'm so excited. I'm really thankful to the festival and very grateful for the opportunity to meet other filmmakers and talk to wonderful people like you all.
Amazing. So talk a little bit about your film.
Yeah, so ours is a feature-length documentary, as you said, called The Smell of Money, and it's about a community fighting the environmental racism of the pork industry in eastern North Carolina. So this is a community that for 30 years has been dealing with pollution in the form of hog waste, animal waste that's been sprayed on their land and on their homes. And they decide enough is enough, and they take up in battle the largest pork corporation in the world, and it's a very long, very arduous fight, but it's a beautiful, inspiring story. It's very touching and heartbreaking, but it's a message about the power of love for one's family and community to overcome really big odds in the fight for justice.
I love that. Where was it filmed?
In eastern North Carolina.
And it's a feature?
That's right.
Where are you in the festival run? What are your plans for the film?
Well, we've been screening the film at a lot of festivals so far. We premiered at Sarasota Film Festival in Florida, and then had our our international premiere at Hot Docs in Toronto, which is amazing. And we've got a number of festivals still, coming up, and we'll probably be, having a pretty full calendar for fests until next spring.
Amazing. Before I let you go, where can we find more information about the film online?
Yes, so you can check out our website, which is smellofmoneydoc.com. And you can find us on social media at smellofmoneydoc.
Awesome. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Jamie Berger, The Smell of Money. Joining me now is Ellie Edwards and Sofia Castuera and their film August at 22. Ladies, you look beautiful today.
Oh, thanks.
How does it feel to be here at Bushwick Film Festival?
Very exciting. Yes, it's amazing.
Is this your first festival?
This is our first festival in New York, so it's our New York premiere, so we're very excited to be in our, home.
So talk a little bit about your film.
Allie, do you want to talk since you wrote it?
Sure. Our film is about a floundering actress who accidentally falls in love with her best friend's girlfriend.
Ooh,
It's
that's a
little
twist.
messy, little messy.
Is it a feature?
It is a feature, yes.
And it just talks about what it was like to be 22 or at any point in your early 20s in this huge city, struggling as an artist or maybe not struggling as an artist, the types of people that you'll meet along that journey, the types of connections that you'll make, and the mistakes that you'll make, the many, many mistakes that you'll make, and the lessons you'll learn.
Before I let you guys go, where can we find more information online?
Ooh, that's a good question. So you can follow us on Instagram at LadyPartsPro on Instagram.
Ali Edwards, Sofia Costuera, August 22. I am here with Yuche Lee and her beautiful film, Sea Sun. Yuche, what does it mean? Sea Sun.
Sea Sun means the gaze in Korean language. It also means, it has a double meaning, meaning sea sun, the gaze, and also to see the sun.
That's what I thought. So, what is it about? Give us the log line.
So, Sea Sun is a short essay film about filmmaker myself and my journey to accept and to forgive who I am in this world, and also to spread the love.
I love that. It's a short, right?
It's a short film.
And where did you film it?
I filmed part of it in West Virginia. I was staying there for about a month in a mountain, and I was like writing the script and also filming a lot of the footages. And also other part of the footages, a lot of them are like archival images from my childhood. So like a lot of like home videos and photographs involving in that.
So what would you want the audiences to walk away with?
Just to kind of see themselves and see their own vulnerability and how that has a power to make them be a better being in this world.
I love that. That's beautiful. Yuche Lee and her short film, Sea Sun. Joining me now is Matthew Tyler and his short, The Speed of Sound. Matthew, talk a little bit about your film.
Yeah, so the film is a story of a couple in the course of a single night where the woman starts to hear sounds that unravel her sense of time. So it's a surreal story, but it's something that I wanted to be very like grounded and relatable. So it's the story of a relationship unraveling.
I love that. So is it a love story?
It's kind of the opposite of that. It's kind of a love that you're watching like in the hardest moment of their relationship, and you're watching two people that care about each other and love each other, but realize that their relationship is over.
Matthew, so what do you think the message of the film is, given the circumstances?
I mean, one of the messages of the film is just encouraging us to listen to each other, and I think that is a kind of fundamental problem often in relationships I've had. Like, you can be so focused on just trying to make things work and to just kind of do whatever you can to make the other person feel loved, but sometimes you just need to listen to the other person. And
I like that.
And so this story, like often you'll see films where someone is haunted by the past, and this is a story that I wanted to tell where somebody is haunted by their own future. So this kind of surreal element plays into the story of a relationship, and I kind of use that surreality to tell the story of a relationship unraveling.
I like that. Where can we find more information about you and the film online?
Well, you can watch the trailer for the film on my website, matthew-tyler.com, and learn more about it there.
Joining me now is Tara Lane and her film Chimera. First of all, I love the name. So what was the inspiration?
The inspiration comes from essentially not being having something that's unattainable. So of something that you want that you can't attain. and that's kind of what the film is about.
So, what is the message of the film?
Oh man, I would say that there's many themes in the film. A direct message would be hard to say, but I would say social media addiction, or just addiction in general, is very prevalent in it. Also, kind of like powering through rough times. I think all of us the past couple years have been through something that we've never could have imagined that we'd go through, and I think we go through life living, constantly having to go through new challenges, and it's about perseverance. And
I like that.
yeah,
Empowering.
I feel it. I feel empowered by this film.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Before I let you go, where can we find more information about Chimera online?
More information online. You can follow myself, Tara Lane, on social media, Andrew Lee Ryan on social media, or Subverted Productions. It's not yet released, so you'll have to catch it on the film festival route until then.
Exciting. Tara Lane, Chimera. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Here with Ife Arinzi and her short narrative film, Two or More. Ife, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be here at Bushwick Film Festival?
It's really an honor to be here. It's a privilege. I already premiered the film at a different festival, but it was a virtual premiere, and so it feels like such a joy to have an in-person premiere here in Brooklyn, in New York, where I started developing my voice as a filmmaker. So it's really wonderful.
Exciting. So I'd love to know more about Two or More. Give us the log line.
Yeah, it's about a young 10-year-old girl who is questioning her relationship with faith after the loss of her mother. And when she's asked to pray for her grandmother's healing, she has a moment of doubt, and that brings her to a deeper experience of her faith.
So what would you say central message of the film is? What would you want the audiences to walk away with?
You know, I made this film because I was inspired by a personal experience where after the loss of a family member, I started questioning my relationship with religion, and I wish space was made for me and in my time of doubts. And I hope people are encouraged to make space for other people when they have doubts, because I think doubts is it's part of life.
We all go through it.
We all go through it, and I think it's necessary that we make space and say, you know what, it's okay, and like help people walk through that phase or season of doubt.
Awesome. And where can we find you online?
My website is ifeyuarinze.com, ifeyuarinze.com, and I'm also at Ife Arinze on Instagram, IFYARINZEE.
Awesome. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you so much, Kayla.
Ife Arinze, Two or More. Joining me now are Ian Edelson and RJ Brown and their film, Another Life to Live. Guys, so who wrote it? Who directed it? What is it about?
So we did a short documentary, Another Life to Live. We both co-wrote it and co-directed this.
Awesome. So what is it about? Give us the logline.
This is a story of a born and bred Brooklynite finding love with another born and bred Brooklynite. The gentleman runs into a little troubles and ends up handicapped, and the love continues.
What's the central message of the film?
Resilience. I would get that tattooed across the front of the DVD cover, right? I think the biggest thing is resilience. Lorraine, our subject, who is just over there actually, is someone who has made it through trials and tribulations of not only the love between the two of them, but through the physical obstacles that they face every day. It was beautiful, beautiful story.
Awesome. And where are you guys in the festival run?
We have done SFO most recently, which is Ian's hometown, which is awesome. Rhode Island, Bushwick, and I think I'm missing one.
Tiburon, yeah. So we've been in California, Holly Shorts in Los Angeles.
Cool.
Was our premiere.
Yeah.
So, but this is our East Coast premiere in New York. So we're excited to bring it home to New York City.
Awesome. Well, congrats, Ian Edelson, RJ Brown, Another Life to Live. Thank you, guys. Joining me now are Stacey Malton and Madge and their TV series Mashed. So talk a little bit about it.
So Mashed is a limited series that explores pelvic pain and sexual dysfunction as it relates to people with vaginas, and we do a lot of trauma therapy in it and a lot of vagina talk.
I love your T-shirt.
Oh, thank you.
So what was the inspiration?
Well, this is largely based on Madge's personal story, and it's also very sexy and gritty. It's queer, so it is talking about very deep issues, and it is all of that, but it's also like very based in Bushwick in Brooklyn, and it's about a woman trying to figure out having a sex life while she's dealing with some issues, and so it's also sexy.
Comedic, dramatic?
Definitely both. I wrote it, and I lean on the side of comedy for it. But the more we present it, the more people are like, "This is a dramedy." So
it's definitely a dramedy. Definitely drama.
So where can we get more information online?
You can get more information online either at bestiesmakemovies.com /mashed or at Project Mashed on Instagram or TikTok.
Here with Juan Felipe and Masha Leonov and their project Unidentified Objects. Guys, is this a film? Is this a TV series? What do we have?
This is a feature film.
Awesome. And give us a little logline. What is it about?
The film is about two outsiders, a gay dwarf and a out-of-work sex worker who go on a road trip from New York to the north of Canada in search of a place where they belong.
They're in search of what it's supposed to be an alien abduction. That in 3 daytimes we know is going to be abducted by aliens. Supposedly, we don't know. It stars, it's one of the only feature films to star a little person performer, Matthew August Jeffers from the show New Amsterdam and Mrs. Maisel. And we have Golden Globe nominee Sarah Hay as the lead actress.
Wow.
It's an amazing movie. I think it's a gem. It's being called a cult classic, and I can't wait for people to see it.
I love that. So where can we see it?
Right now, it's on its festival circuit. It's been playing the queer circuit. It's been playing genre festivals. We did Fantastic Fest, CGS. We're very happy to be here at the Bushwick Film Festival, and it's gonna be released next year. More details to be, I can't give you all the information right now.
Of course not.
But 2023, Unidentified Objects.
It's at Unidentified Objects Film. That's our Instagram. On Twitter, we're at UO Film. And we do have a website actually as well, unidentifiedobjectsfilm.com. Pretty self-explanatory.
Awesome. Juan Felipe, Masha Leonov. Unidentified Objects, guys. Here with Anna Warner and Florian Huffman and their feature film, Whispers of War. Guys, so I heard you came here all the way from Germany. How does it feel to be here at Bushwick Film Festival?
It's a great opportunity. I think we're very happy. We had a movie 4 years ago here, but we couldn't make it, so we're so happy that we are here this year, meeting all the other filmmakers and the crowd. Yeah, and discuss our movie here in New York.
Give us a little logline of the film. What is it about?
Well, it's based on true events. It's basically about a Kurdish man living in Berlin and sort of dealing with his past and how that starts seeping into his present, and two worlds colliding and his life kind of slipping out of control.
Fascinating. Did you film it in Germany?
Yeah, we filmed it on site in Berlin. But we do have some documentary footage in there from the city that I was talking about in Turkey.
Awesome. So what would you say the central message of the film is? What would you want the audiences to walk away with?
Actually, the movie, I think the main topic of the movie is how are we talking about war in our news coverage? And the question is, can we manipulate war images if it's a way to win the audience to interest for a war? And yeah.
Well, good luck tonight. Before I let you go, where can we find more information about Whispers of War?
Well, we're on social media. Stille Postfilm, that's the German title. Stille_Post_Film.
I'm here with Phil Thompson and Aidan Cronin and their film, I'm at Home. So what is it about? Give us a log line.
I'm at Home is about a kids TV show host who goes on set every day and tells kids to be creative, and he tells kids to be creative, but then during that daily process he gets really burnt out and he kind of gets depressed and sad.
It's pretty cool. Where did you guys film it?
We filmed it in Ithaca, New York.
Cool. And what was the inspiration?
We watched a lot of like Pee-wee's Playhouse, and we watched a lot of Blue's Clues, a lot of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, kids TV shows like that, but then kind of with a darker twist with something like Eric Andre Show or It's Gary Shandling Show, stuff like that. Yeah.
So what is the twist?
Just real life emotions, which you don't expect.
That.
Yeah.
I like that. So is this your first festival, or are you doing any other ones?
We played at a few festivals. Phil probably knows the list off his head better than
we played at like Brooklyn Film Festival and Chicago Underground, but yeah, we're back in Brooklyn for this one, and I'm super excited. We're both from Brooklyn, so it's really exciting to be back here.
Awesome. Well, this is an amazing festival to be screening your film at. Good luck to you guys. Before I let you go, where can we find more information online?
You can go on philipthompsonfilm.com where you can see, get a link to the film and look at other stuff. And you can follow us both on Instagram. I'm PNTJR.
Aiden_Jude.
Phil Thompson, Aidan Cronin, and their film, I Am at Home. Guys, good luck tonight.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Here with Megan Tillman and Kimiko Matsuda Lawrence and their film, Little Trumpet. Guys, so how does it feel to be here tonight?
It's amazing being here. This is our first film festival that we've had the chance to attend, and
congrats!
Yeah, and it's our first film, so it's really special to have our baby here.
Well, you guys look beautiful.
Thank you.
I want to know about your film. Give us the log line.
So Little Trumpet is a film about a young black boy, 9-year-old boy in the 7th Ward of New Orleans. He's growing up in a community that faces a lot of gun violence and loss, and he's dealing with a loss in his family and finding hope and resilience through music and through playing the trumpet.
I love that. So what would you say the main message of the film is? What would you want the audiences to walk away with?
I think I want the audience to feel that there's resilience and hope in every story, that, although we experience things that can bring us down or beat us down sometimes, that, it's important to continue to push through and continue to hold on to your dreams and your hopes.
I love that. Well, congratulations on Bushwick being your first festival. I hope you guys have an amazing festival run if you continue screening at other festivals. Before I let you go, where can we find more info online?
You can follow us at Little Trumpet Film on all of social media platforms, and our website is littletrumpetfilm.com.
Joining me now are Peter Ahern and Arjun Sheth and their short film Buzzkill. I love that name.
Thanks.
So what is it about? Give us the log line.
It's kind of it's about like a blind date gone wrong. Starts off as a romantic comedy and then takes some turns and goes into some crazy places.
Into a buzzkill.
Into the provocative title, Buzzkill.
Ooh, provocative. Talk about that.
It's hard because we don't want to spoil it too much, but there's a reason why it's in the killer shorts block. There's gore, guts, there's fun.
It's a lot of like midnight kind of madness stuff, and it's animated, so it's kind of the only film in that category that's animated, which is really exciting for us.
Awesome. So how long is it?
It's only 5 minutes long, but it took two years to make.
Amazing.
Peter's the voice. He wrote it, and he drew every single frame in the film, so it's a lot of work.
Wow.
It took a long time. Yeah.
What is the message?
The message of the film is
trust no one.
Never give up on your dreams.
Oh, okay. Opposite ideas, but
I love that.
Cool.
Before I let you guys go, where can we find more information about it online?
You can find it on my website, peterahern.com, or you can just Google Buzzkill and it will come up.
Here with Frigide Noel, love that name, and her project, The House of La Beja. Frigi, so talk about the film.
So the film is an experimental documentary that features 7 members of the House of LaBeija, which was the first ballroom house ever. And I had them write letters to their younger selves talking about what the idea of a home would be. And so you hear that, and then you see them voguing in a mansion. So it's really beautiful.
Amazing. You look beautiful today.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be here?
I love it. I love coming to this film festival. I love supporting Godbey. I love supporting Bushwick. I love supporting the filmmakers who work so hard to make our projects. And so all of this is always a real treat.
Before I let you go, where can we find more information online?
So at the House of LaBeija Film on social media, the House of LaBeija Short Film website, and I'm at Fregi, Fredgy Noel, Noel.
Fregi Noel. Here with Travis Wood and Amanda Kruger and their film 10 and 2. Travis, talk about the film. What's the log line?
It's a mother-son driving lesson that kind of turns into a lesson on surviving a police encounter.
Interesting. Where did you guys film it?
We filmed this in Minnesota, and we actually filmed it in Travis's hometown, where he grew up, and we even used the car that he learned to drive in, which was really special.
How does it feel to be here in Brooklyn?
It's exciting. You know, we both live in Brooklyn, but this is the first screening of the film in New York, so it's really fun to be at home and get to do it.
Very cool. What would you want the audiences to walk away with?
I think just a new sense of perspective would be good.
Any plans for the film coming up?
I think there's a couple more festivals, and then putting it online, releasing it on No Budge, which is like an indie streaming platform that I highly recommend checking out.
Travis Wood and Amanda Kruger and their film 10 and 2. Thank you guys. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And that's all we got for you today. Thanks so much for taking this trip down the rabbit hole. For more of our content, visit our website, norestfortheweekendpodcast.com. Don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast app and on YouTube, youtube.com/getbehindtherabbit. I'd like to thank everyone who came out to talk to us at the Bushwick Film Festival, and a big thanks to our sponsor, JMR Rentals. For Behind the Rabbit Productions, I'm Jason Godbey. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.